Alrighty. Hopefully things sorted out. I was trying to figure out what team everybody's from, but my SDK is not up to date. So right now at the top of the charts, we have Rad Burn Shutters leading the way. Adam Lancaster comes in second. So far here in qualifying, Tyler Evans out on track. He just turns a 51.48 on his first lap. He can get down for his second. Yeah. Radburn Shutter still at the top of the charts. Justin Winter's second. Adam Lancaster moves back into second. Now James Silvers goes to the top of the charts with a 50.495. Moves Radburn Shutters down to second. Adam Lancaster third. Justin Winters fourth. Bryce Hunter will round out the top five. Tyler Evans now moves up into that first position. He's had a bit of a rough go at it this season. Looking for a good run this season here, or this week here in the number 22 machine. Still a lot of drivers yet to put down a lap time. 24 drivers in the field here tonight. 25, rather.
All right, welcome. Sorry about that. Some internet issues going on. I don't know much about what's going on there with the internet issues. But right now, on track is Brandon Robertson in that 2 machine. Currently sitting 8th on the board. And qualified here. There is Bryce Hunter. Qualified in 4th, BJ. Had a good qualifying run.
That's right. He definitely did. Look forward to seeing him have a good run here all night. Still quite a few drivers yet to put a lap time down, though, and possibly knock him off. Possibly not knock him off. Time will tell.
Here's Mo Abbott, 8th. Akamai Proctor in the 99 machine qualifies 10th. Also the track in car number 6. It's Brad Deere, that EK Paint machine there. Tell us where you're from. Hit that like, hit that follow button. We sure do appreciate you tonight. Having some internet troubles around here, so in the broadcast pause, stay with us. It'll come back. BJ be talking. We don't get quiet.
Yeah.
He gets shy, as you saw. Just be quiet that I can't tell if we're still live or not, but that's all right.
Well, on the YouTube side of me off, or on Facebook side of so kicked me off on the Facebook side, so I had to go double check to see if we were live. But yes, we are still live. Still good to go. Right now, drivers with times down. We have Tyler Evans at the pole position, Mo Abbott, Tony Iverson, James Silvers, Bryce Hunter, your top 5. Radburn Shutters, Adam Lancaster, Justin Winters, Brad Neer, Brandon Robertson, and Akamai Proctor with laps in. Still yet to turn a lap here in qualifying tonight is Alex Huffman, Travis Whitty, Dustin Slider, Doug Neal, Jeremiah Hobbs, Darius Boyd, Brian Terry, Michael Robinson, Bobby Hall Jr., Robbie Richards, Frankie Barosa, Scott Fritz, Nate Maurer, and Keith Hackney have yet to put a lap down here in qualifying. We'll wait and see just whether or not they do that. If they're going to do it, they got to do it quick. 3 minutes to go here in qualifying. Really enough time to get both laps in, but at least enough time to get one if they want.
Well, as you see right now, the 6 of Brad Deere is top of the charts with Tyler Evans, Ed Bo Abbott, Tony Iverson, and James Silvers. Scott Fritz still on the board. In the 0-1 machine, trying to make his first time lap. Also coming onto the track. Right there, car number 4, it's Alex Huffman. Fritz will go 10th quick. So it's near Evans, Abbott, Iverson, Silvers, Hunter, Shutters, Lancaster, Winters, and Fritz, your top 10. Here's Travis 20 into 29. As the only drivers out there right now is Fritz and Twitty. Well, BJ, the big one at last night in the Truck Series happened on the final lap in turn number 4. And it was an exciting finish. Tell us who won last night for the people who did not tune in.
Bobby Hall Jr. rolled off with a win number 94 last night. Coming in second last night was the 113 of having a complete total brain fart here. Steve, who drives the 113 truck? Worthington? Yeah. In Worthington, I believe. Josh Clemens came in third. Somebody else got a top 5 making it through that wreck. Still blown away by that.
Definitely. The hole closed right in front of me, but I managed to come home. Actually, I came from a lap down, went to the lead lap, went back to the lap down, came back, green, white, checkered, was in what, 20th?
17th, I believe. Something like that.
Come home with a top 5 finish, so not too bad for an old man.
Not at all.
Travis 20 goes 11th quick on the board. Alrighty. As qualifying's going to end.
While it does that, get a feed from producer. Awesome.
Let's see
here. Hey. Woo.
So we're going to change the car pack real quick. Well, that's not working. Oh, well.
You're on pace car. Bye.
Ah. There we go. Yep, still not. Oh, there we go. All right, near Evans, Abbott, Iverson, Silvers is your top 5. Here's tonight's starting grid. And on the pole, in the car number 6 to Cornerstone Motorsports, it says it's Brad Deere to his outside. It's Tyler Evans in a 22.
Oh, that would be correct. And row number 2 on the inside from Cutler to racing the 48 of Moab to his outside. The 72 from High Side Hustlers. That's going to be Tony Iverson.
Row number 3 be James Silvers, Cornerstone Motorsports. To his outside, Tyler Berry. Tyler Berry Motorsports, Scott Fritz.
I'm looking at go, wait, what? Row number 4 on the inside. It's the number 9. It's Bryce Hunter. And to his outside, Cornerstone Motorsports number 44. It's Radburn Shutters.
Row number 5 be Adam Lancaster, Justin Winters.
Row number 6, High Side Hustlers, the 29, Travis Twitty. To his outside from New England, it's the 2 of Brandon Robertson.
And row number 7 be Akamai Proctor and Alex Huffman.
Row number 8, Simbox Motorsports 971, Nate Maurer, Texas Family Racing 02, Frankie Barroso on his outside.
And rolling off 17th be Darius Boyd, and 18th be Dustin Sluter.
Row number 10, Simbox Motorsports number 77, Doug Neal. To his outside, Team No Love, the 69, Keith Hackney.
And then rolled off 21st be Bobby Hall Jr. and Robbie Richards at 22nd tonight.
Row number 12, Brian Terry in the 13. To his outside, Empire Motorsports number 17, Jeremiah Hobbs.
And right out your field be Michael Robinson. That is your starting lineup for tonight's race. Let's do this. Let's get this off of here.
Good field rolling in night. 25 cars gridded up, ready to rock and roll. Being led off by the 6 of Brad Neer with Tyler Evans to his outside.
All right. BJ, let's see how this looks up here. That's Nate Maurer. In the live look at coming to the green flag. Green flag is waving and we're racing here at Daytona as we're watching Nate Maurer. That's pretty neat, BJ. Side by side there. One other person that we have with live looking tonight is going to be, let's see here, Bryce Hunter there. In the 9, you look at him pulling down, allow the cars to pass him. He's going to the tailback. He wants to save his car tonight.
It's a good move this early in the race to fall back to the back, let drivers go, get in line, get in a groove, just cruise tonight. Also allows you to get with your teammates, run with your teammates. I believe Bryce is running with the High Side Hustlers. No, sorry, Team Simbox, rather. Darius Boyd, Doug Neal, Justin White, Nate Maurer, Robbie Richards. So he's falling back there towards the back, just trying to get his bearings tonight. Play it safe, play it smart. 85 laps. Our first stage break is on lap 30 tonight. I think it's a good move to sit back and relax this early in the race.
Definitely, it definitely is. And right now, you got side-by-side racing for the front. Tony Iverson on the outside, getting pushed by 0-1 of Scott Fritz. Iverson to the race lead. The inside, you see Tyler Evans in the 22, getting pushed by the 6 of Brad Neer there. Tony Iverson comes down. He's going to leave Scott Fritz hanging there and outside. Tony Iverson, your race leader, coming out of turn number 4 down to the travel. Oh, contact with Tyler Evans and Scott Fritz there. Coming to the line, we complete lap number 2 here at Daytona. Your race leader is Tony Iverson. The Scott Fritz in a 0-1, still battling on the outside there. The 22 of Tyler Evans to his inside. Then the next row behind him, you see, is Brad Neer and Radburn Shutters. Shutters in the 44. He's been strong all year long. You saw the 15 making a little twitch there. As Mo Abbott is to his inside. Look at Keith Hackney already up 12 spots in the 69 car. He's giving the 15 a push there to his inside the 33. That's James Silvers. And look at Alex Huffman up 4 spots in that Ford machine. A nice looking ride there for him tonight here in the Xfinity Series. Frankie Barroso in that 0-2 machine. And a little further back, you see Bobby Hall Jr. and Justin Winters. Bobby Hall Jr. currently running in that 12th spot. Winners falling back a tad bit. Look at Brandon Robertson looking to his inside. Then a little further back, there's Nate Bauer in the 971 machine, currently running in 21st. Bryce Hunter currently running in 19th. But meanwhile, up front, it's the Tony Iverson show on lap number 4, still side-by-side racing with Scott Fritz and Tyler Evans.
And leading this early in the race, not something normally I would go for. A lot of other drivers would avoid that at this current stage in the race, but that's where Tony Iverson wants to be. Doesn't have to worry about anybody behind him, doesn't have to worry about the wrecks up there, so it's not really a bad spot to be, but you do burn a little bit more fuel when you're leading the line, but somebody does have to do it. So right now it's going to be Tony Iverson. Scott Fritz actually had the lead at the line that time on the outside road, got a good push off.
Well, DJ, if you look right there, we're back on board with Bryce Hunter. Currently running in that 19th position. You can see the pack ahead of him. 2 by 2, there's the 13. That's Brian Terry going around him. He's just taking it nice and easy. Well, that's a pretty neat view with the cam on Bryce Hunter and the in-car camera. Something a little neat, something we'll be working on next couple of weeks, improving. Trying to get more drivers involved, and it'll be kind of exciting for the broadcast, but anyway, I'm not sure if Bryce is listening to us or not. You know, he's trying to concentrate heavy as we just complete lap number 5 here at Daytona.
Think about it, Bryce right now actually has, I believe, the quickest lap. In fact, he does. Bryce has the quickest lap in the race so far. It's still very early, and with the draft, everybody's lap times are very...
Oh, no, BJ.
To gain that time. I believe I've just lost signal once again.
Yeah, there we should be back.
Alright. Waiting now for the stream to catch back up. There we go. Stream back. Very close, but Bryce falling back.
Oh, no. All right. BJ, there?
Yeah. I was just checking on everything on the stream.
Yeah,
sure everything
we're having a little bit of internet problems here. For some reason, they choose tonight, I guess, to have internet problems at the house. That's all right. We're working on it hard. We're still on lap number 8 of 85. Tony Iverson still out in front here with the 22 of Tyler Evans in a second spot. Also, if you're... Hello?
There we go. As Steve was saying, yes, make sure you hit that like and follow button. If you're sitting at home watching, it really helps out the channel. That lets us know that people out there are still enjoying the racing. Sitting at home watching, really laps in the book as we hit the tri-oval this time. Tony Iverson still leading the way. He's being pushed still by Tyler Evans. On the outside, we've got Brad Neer being pushed right now. Yes.
So we're gonna have to. The stream's gonna stay up, but we're gonna have to reload in. So just, y'all stay tuned. BJ's gonna give you live by live radio style.
Yeah. All right, now still 2 by 2 on through the field. 69 of Keith Hackney still sitting in good position. He's currently up 13 spots since the start of this race. Only 9 laps into this race, about to be 10 laps into this race. Fantastic run going for him already here tonight. Looking for a bit of a rebound after last night. Ooh, the 15 of Slider getting a bit squirrely there coming to the tri-oval. No harm, no foul. Everybody's still able to continue on. Mo Abbott right now, he is on the inside of Keith. Bradney on the outside row will continue to maintain the race lead at the stripe. Good push from the outside row. Locked away for the time being. Radburn Shutters now leading the outside row. He's alongside a teammate, Tyler Evans, who's currently on the inside. Interesting to see if he gives way and allows his teammate to come up there with him. Does not look like it's going to happen right now, as these two drivers leading the lines want to push, want to charge forward as much as they can. Alex Huffman with a good run going for him right now. He's in the fourth car on the outside row, pushing Keith Hackney. Hackney now up to, if I could find Keith Hackney in the standings, Keith Hackney now up to in sixth position. Just slowly working his way forward. I say slowly, but man, that is quite a few positions to make up in just 13 laps. We cross the stripe now. That is 13 laps in the books. Top 5 looks like it's Bradney, Tony Iverson, Radburn Shutters, Dustin Slider, Tyler Evans. That is your top 5. Adam Lancaster currently sitting 4 laps down. He's gotten himself in the mix of this front pack. Not sure what happened with the driver of the number 1 machine, but right now he is pushing Keith Hackney straight through the middle. Radburn Shutters shuffles up the high side 3 wide as Radburn Shutters works his way back. He's going to look towards falling back in a line now as we come out of turn number 4. As we cross the stripe this time, Hackney moved all the way up into second. Oh no, Brad Neer going around through the tri-oval. Neer getting pushed through the tri-oval from Tony Iverson. Just got a little bit off center coming to the tri-oval. Just hooked the driver of the 6 car. Iverson does, in fact, claim the caution. No contact made from anybody else to the 6 as he spun down close to the bottom of the apron there on the tri-oval. Everybody's able to get by him safely. Very minimal damage to that number 6 machine. Just a little crinkle to the bumper on the left rear from the contact. There you saw the contact. Brad Neer going around down on the bottom of the track.
Well, BJ, the first caution of the night, and look who's out front. Keith Hackney in that 69 car. And like I tell you guys, we're just having a little bit of internet problems out here, so bear with us. BJ, if internet goes out or we have to load back in, BJ will give you the radio style edition.
I'll give you play-by-play.
Play-by-play. As we're looking in on Nate Maurer. Seeing what he does. We'll take some laps around here. Kind of neat there. You see what he's dealing with, how he's looking on the screen. You see him chit-chatting on Discord to his team as he's coming down pit road. This is going to be kind of neat. Let's watch him, BJ, how he does his pit stop.
Let's see what he does here. Tell you one thing, it would have been really awesome if we get real good look what he was doing down there on the bottom right for his pit stop. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe he's got a spotter in the box for him tonight, so he could have somebody setting that up for him. Take a look. Entries, Nate Maurer. He's got Justin White in the box for him. So there's a good chance Justin White is actually setting up the pit stop for him. And tell you from experience, man. When you've got somebody that can sit in the box, that can set up your pit stops for you, man, it takes a massive load off your shoulders. Like, people out there that have never been on iRacing, maybe watching this, you have no idea how nice that is to have when somebody can just hop in the box where you sit there spotting you, that can tell you what's going on around you. Yes, iRacing does have it, but the delay sometimes just gets you just a little bit. So when you've got somebody that can sit in the box and is right on point as things are happening, it's phenomenal. It's so nice.
And there's Bryce Hunters. Kinda neat to see that, different views. Look at Bryce wearing his racing gloves out there.
Yeah.
Looks like Bryce is going to maybe come back down pit road, BJ?
Yeah, it's a valid strategy. Come down pit road late in the valid strategy to come down pit road late in the caution on the 1 to green signal, especially on a longer track like this. Allows you to come in, top off one more time, just gives you that little bit of an edge, even if it's only 1 or 2 tenths of a gallon of fuel. A lot of times that could go quite a ways. Here at Daytona, you can use all the way up to a full gallon on a pace lap. So coming down pit road on the 1 to green signal sometimes give you 1-2 gallons entirely over everybody else on the field. It's amazing the difference that it actually can make.
I'll bet. Totally. Lights are out of pace car. Keith Hackney and Alex Huffman bringing the field to the green flag for the restart. In 25 drivers showed up. Adam Lancaster lapped down. That last caution brought out by the 6. Brad Neer currently running his 17th. Pace car looking to make that left-hand turn coming down pit road. Barney, the iRacing flagman, looking over the field. Pace car is in, BJ. 25 drivers tonight, 31 last night. Good group of field of both nights. Green flag is back in the air. Keith Hackney to the early race lead, the 33, and James Silvers to the inside of Alex Huffman. Up again to push there by the 0-1 of Scott Fritz as they go into turn number 1. Look at Huffman pull alongside of the 69 momentarily. In the middle of turns 1 and 2 there. Huffman slowly gaining up on the outside. The lines, look at them side by side down the back straightaway. Scott Fritz giving Alex Huffman the push. Hackney has fallen back to 3rd. But BJ, it's not really that far behind, especially at Daytona at the restrictor plate races.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, Keith Hackney, we saw him do it already from the back to where he's at now, just flew through the field, and now he's sitting in 3rd spot. He's racing up. He came from the truck series tonight, was not allowed to qualify, so he started back in 20th out of 25, right now racing in 3rd. Good run going for him in doing so, and it just goes to prove how quickly you can come through a field in restrictor plate racing. The holes open up and the opportunities show themselves. You just go right along with them. See a little gap in the line that's moving faster, you jump in, move along with that line, get that draft, allow that line to pull you forward, and you go. That's just what Keith Hackney's doing right now. He saw an opportunity to go high, got in front of the line on the outside, and now he's going to get pushed forward. He just wants to lead today. That is his goal. He wants to get up front, stay up front, get in and out of the pits when he's got to go as quickly as possibly can. 10 laps to go now to the end of the stage, and they are neck and neck. Huffman, Hackney, side by side for that race lead.
And she look right now, we're at the cranking up cams. You see Alex Huffman lead the way. And that Machine. All of those cars are fast looking at the cricket up here. Single file throughout the back of the field. Double file up front. Coming to the line to complete lap number 21. Give it to Alex Huffman. Huffman still getting pushed by the 0-1 of Scott Fritz, the 48 Bo Abbott in their hip pocket as Hackney's on the outside with Tyler Evans there. Right behind him, the 94. That is Bobby Hall Jr. The 94, a little squirrely. You saw Fritz. Had to get below the double yellow line there. No harm, no foul. Didn't pass the car, so he's good. We're now 3 wide. A little further back there. Look at Brad Neer. He's trying to make his way up front there. 3 wide. Radburn shutters into 0-2 of Frankie Barroso. And you got to say, here at Daytona, I mean, this can be done. But you really got to trust thy neighbor. That's for sure if you're going to go 3 wide here, BJ.
Absolutely. And I think this is one league that I think
Radburn shutters. Had some contact. He's going to save it, though. He's gone all the way back to 24th. So, BJ, he just has to keep it rolling for 7 more laps until stage break. And that way he could get that car repaired. But back up front there, still 3 wide. You see the 1, Adam Lancaster. He's a lap down, pushing Tyler Evans in the 6th spot. They've got 33 in the hip pocket there to his inside. That's James Silvers. A little further back in the field. They're all single filed up. There's Bryce Hunter. Nate Maurer right ahead of him in 971. Hunter giving them a little push there. But meanwhile, back up front, the first 5 cars single filed out. Hackney still trying to make the outside line work. In the 69, there you see the 2 machine. It's Brandon Robertson gets in front of the 69. Now Bo Abbott does. And now Scott Fritz does. They're going to leave Alex Huffman hanging there for a little bit. The 94 pull up along the back bumper of the 4. Try to give him a push. But Scott Fritz is your race leader right now, coming to the start-finish line. It's 24 in the books, and we're on lap number 25 here at Daytona. These drivers, they're leaving it all out to hang out, BJ. And I know I said that totally backwards, but it's all right.
That is right side by side for the race lead. Scott Fritz has it right now. Huffman to the inside, as you mentioned there moments ago. Radburn shutter slammed into the wall along with the 15 of Dustin Slider. Those 2 drivers both mired way back now. They're going to have a lot of work ahead of them. The best thing they can hope for right now is a caution to allow them to get in the pits, get repairs, get moving back on the track once again. Neat little drone camera for you right there. Got a really talented drone operator right now, flying right along with these guys at over 200 miles an hour, or right about 200 miles an hour. Right, the impressive
Scott Fritz,
camera.
Race leader. Oh, Scott Fritz went below the yellow line there. Yeah, kind of neat, BJ. Kind of neat. There you see Keith Hackney looking at the back of Brandon with him in his Toyota.
Bobby Hall Jr. there on the outside. Right now it's Mo Abbott and Scott Fritz side by side for the race lead. Mo Abbott with it down the front back straightaway rather. Huffman and Brandon Robertson side by side for second Inside line gets a good push through turns number 3 and 4, though. Huffman gives a good shove. Oh, little bit of contact there between Huffman and Mo Abbott. That forces them 3 wide. Brandon Robertson through the middle. Mo Abbott to the outside. Fritz with a commanding lead now over those 2 rows being pushed right now by Alex Huffman. That bobble from Alex Huffman, very, very nearly disastrous for those drivers. Able to keep it going, continue on.
Down the back straightaway. You look at these drivers there. The top 3 single file to the inside on the outside lots of 22. And Tyler Evans getting the push by 2. And Brandon Robertson try to get the outside line to work as they're coming to 2 laps to go for the stage break. Valuable points here on the line as regular season championship BJ playoffs start not next week, but the week after.
Fritz, Huffman, Hall Jr., winners, silvers, currently sitting in the top. Drivers right now sitting to receive bonus points for the end of the regular season, which is tonight. Scott Fritz currently leading the way, trying to get himself a bonus playoff point as well, and try to get a win on the season, make sure that he is locked in to the stage and not have anything to worry about. I do believe, though, that he's already in position for playoffs via points. Take a quick look at that and check, but I'm pretty sure that he's already sitting good for that.
James Silver's battling on the outside. Pulls along Scott Fritz. Down the back straightaway. Fritz getting pushed by Huffman, but look at Silver's getting pushed by his teammate Tyler Evans there. And Adam Lancaster.
Tyler Evans with possibly the best run we've seen from him all season long, as he currently sits scored in 4th position. Started on the front row. Really, really good run going for him here tonight. Still leading the way, though, is Scott Fritz being battled to the outside row from...
You said lap 30. I think you got it wrong.
Well, that is what it shows on our information. Lap 30, okay?
Okay, because we're on lap 31, so we're still racing to the stage break.
Pitch close on lap 34, stage break at the end of lap 35 now.
All right. Well, we got some outdated information. How about that?
Yeah, we have outdated information. I just happened to look at chat and seen that Jason put a message in game chat and was informing people that it's on lap 35. So we're ready to rock and roll. We got our information.
Look at the 7-car Justin Winters on the inside there. Currently running in that 6th spot there. Bobby Hall Jr. up 17 spots in that 94 machine. Looking to the inside of the 33 of James Silver's there. Pulls up along the back bumper of the 4. The 4 is on the back bumper of the 01 of Scott Fritz. Fritz leading here at Daytona on lap number 32. Hackney, for a Hackney fan, he's currently running at 8. Let's go a little further back. There is the backfield. They're just hanging out there trying to save it to the end. No harm, no foul. There's Travis, 20 and 29. There's Tony Iverson. There is Doug Neal in the 77 pushing the 971 of Nate Maurer there. Meanwhile, back up front, get a little dicey. Bobby Hall Jr. to the outside now. Look at Justin Winters closing the gap on the bottom. BJ, Justin Winters trying to get some valuable points here at Daytona for the for stage break going into the playoffs.
That he definitely is sitting in good position too for it. He right now is up into that 4th position. Bobby Hall Jr., he's sitting in good position for some good stage points, as well as we're very, very quickly nearing the end of the stage. Right now up front, though, it is T-Berry Motorsports, the 01 of Scott Fritz. He's been leading for a good while now. Just 2 laps to go now to the end of the stage.
Front pack still side by side. Fritz leading the way, the 4 of Huffman in that second spot there. The outside line bobbles a little bit. They're going to fall back. Look at Witters to the inside. Gets along the bumper of the 4 machine. As they're coming down the back straightaway, they'll be getting the white flag this time for the stage when they cross the start-finish line. Fritz on the bottom into 0-1, getting pushed by the 4. Down into the tri-oval. 1 lap to go for Scott Fritz for the stage break. Bobby, go ahead.
Go ahead. I want to say, what a run that some of these drivers have had here tonight. This just goes to show how much Daytona levels the playing field. We got drivers sitting right now to take points at the end of this lap that have not been able to do it all season long, or just had some really bad luck all season long. Right now, you don't know who's going to win this race. At this point in time, we still aren't even sure who's going to win the stage.
Scott Fritz in the inside. Here's Bobby Hall working the outside. And give it to Scott Fritz picking up the stage win. Looks like Bobby Hall Jr. comes home in second on that stage. You got Huffman, Silver's winner, Evans, Abbott, Hackney, Robertson, and Terry, your top 10 in the stage break. 1 caution plagued the first stage. That was with the 6 car of Brad Deere. Got spun by the 72 of Tony Iverson. And there is the second pack catching up.
You know, 2 drivers right now that have got to be really happy to see this. It's going to be the 44 of Radburn Shutters and the 15 of Dustin Slider. Everybody is still on track. Slider is currently sitting, I believe that is 6 laps down, and Adam Lancaster currently sitting 2 laps down. Shutters is able to stay on the lead lap by the looks of it, but just barely at that.
Hey, look at Nate Maurer as he'll be making a pit stop here, BJ.
Alright. Watch him down pit road.
Nate Maurer wearing some gloves too, coming down pit road. Maybe that was my problem. The reason why I didn't win, I didn't wear no gloves.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find a pair of pink ones. I want to start wearing gloves on that race, but I want pink.
Alex Huffman making it first off of pit road. Scott Fritz, Hackney, Silvers, Hall, and Deere. As we watch Maurer make it back on to pit, off of pit road there. He'll come back on track in 12th position. Right ahead of him, you see Frankie Barroso there. Alex Huffman will bring the field to the green in that 4 machine. There you see the 15. That's Dustin Sluter there. He'd be going around the pace car when the lights go out. You know, BJ, that was my question last night. I haven't raced asphalt in like years. You know, years. And I'm like, right. I'm right behind the pace car. Am I going to go around or am I going to fall to the back? Well, I had one person tell me one thing, I'll go to the back. The other person told me I'll go around the pace car. I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm getting nervous.
Okay. So what really happens is if you're sitting a lap down, such as the 15 of Dustin Slider, he's sitting a lap down. He did not pit. Everybody behind him that is on the lead lap did pit. So now he's up at the front in front of the cars that did pit. So once they get the 1 to green signal, he will get waved past the pace car, which should be now. He should be going there. He goes. He gets waved around the pace car. Good to go. He's got 1 lap back due to everybody else pitting. However, he does not get to pit this stage break because he took the waiver round. So that's going to put him in a bit of a tough situation here. Now, he does have the option, if I'm not mistaken, he can come down pit road, take a quick pit stop, get back out. You have to do it very, very, very quickly. If the pit road remains closed, he'll just receive an EOL, which will be at the back of the field anyway. So it's a bit of a catch-22 on how you want to do it. Do you take your pit stop or do you not? Hope for another caution.
Well, for me, last night, I got my wave around, did take my pit stop, got lucky. The lap I had to pit, the caution comes out. Got lucky there.
That you definitely did.
So I was able to stay out and stay on the lead lap there. Went back down a lap down, speeding down pit road. When the steering wheel came off, I had fun at that for a moment. Should have seen, if I was had me on camera, you should have seen it, the look on my face. That would have been priceless. Managed to get back on. Had to serve a drive-through. No, not drive-through. I had to pit for 40-something seconds. Came back out, lapped down, made it back with a green, white checkered. So, at the end of the day, maybe that was, I need some penalties for that to work out my way.
Yeah.
Base car making the left-hand turn there. Alex Huffman bringing the field back to the green as we're back to racing here at Daytona. As we're on lap number 39, Huffman. There's Fritz. Huffman goes to the outside. Fritz will now come to the bottom. Hackney in that 4th position. Pulls alongside James Silver. Silver's up high. Bias Lonesome hanging in there, though. There's the 69 of Bobby Hall Jr. And look at the 6 of Brad Deere. After leading, getting spun. Making his way back up front in that 5th position. Look at the 4 machine. Huffman followed to the rear. He's going to try to save it. Plenty of time to get there. 85 laps tonight's race. We're only on lap number 39, so he's going to save some equipment there. There is the 4 of Alex Huffman. As we look on board with him right now. Looking at his hand, look at his eyes, BJ. He's concentrating. He's heavy.
That he definitely is. You know, he's got himself zeroed in, trying to stay focused, get a good run going. Right now, he sits in a decent position for this early in the stage. They aren't quite to the halfway mark. About 2 laps from where they sit right now is the halfway mark of the race. Going down the back straightaway on lap number 42 to be exact. There you see on board with him as he's rolling around. If he stays right here where he's at, he could be in a very good position. If I was him, I think I'd jump up to the outside, though. Try to get back up there to the pack, but might be thinking more along the lines of if he stays away from the pack, it could be better.
Well, you look at Nate Bauer there. He's smiling while he's racing right now. He's running. Well, actually, that's Bryce. You see, where is Nate? There's Nate. You see him on screen. He's smiling there, just chit-chatting to his crew chief and his teammate there, laughing a little bit. As we're on board with Bauer, currently running in the 18th position. Riding it easy. You see 22 is outside, taking over that 17th position. A little different views throughout the playoffs. We're going to be trying something different. BJ and I, we're going to make this really interesting coming up, especially for the following season here with the Bluegrass. So why not cut our teeth in it now, BJ, and just have fun with it, roll with it.
That's right. And so far, it seems to be working out pretty good for us. Last night was a bit of a trial run. I got to be the guinea pig. You know, it's been a year since I produced, so why not make me the guinea pig? Had some fun with it.
Yes, you have to. You have to have fun. See what happens there. We were on board last night with me and Keith Hackney. It was fun getting to see Keith racing like that. Seeing how serious the iRacers are. As you look right now, James Silvers is race leader. Brad Deere in second. The 01 of Scott Fritz in third. There's Hackney in fourth. Brian Terry had some controversy last night in the Truck Series. Currently running in that 5th position in the 13 machine.
Doing a really good job tonight. Now makes his way into 4th. The outside row. He's got a good charge going. Considerably less cars. Explained this one last night to Alex when he came in. Alex Robinson announced with me last night. The outside road does not necessarily have to have as many cars in it to be as fast as the inside road due to the side draft. Side draft being a lot stronger to the right side of the cars. So when they pull down along the right side of the car, they get that draft. They start to get that pull. And what it's really actually doing, it looks like it's making them pick up speed. They're really not. What they're doing is they're slowing down that inside row by pushing air off the left side of their car and onto the spoiler of the car to the inside. So it makes a very big difference. Makes it look like the outside row is picking up more speed, but all they're really doing is slowing down the inside row. When they get side by side with them, get down nice and close. See Brian Terry right there got real close to the 33 of James Silvers down the back straightaway there. Now he's going to move his way to the inside row.
As you look right there, BJ, we're on board with Tony Iverson as he's made his way back up to that 4th and 5th position.
Yeah, just moments ago, he was back outside of the top 10. Pushed his way forward very, very quickly, making smart moves, paying attention when to go high, when to go low. Just did what he had to do, and now he sits right there in that 3rd and 4th position, 2nd car on the outside. Another driver that's been making some smart moves tonight and is doing a really good job and having a really good drive is the 12 of Robbie Richards. You know, he sits in decent position in the points going into tonight in that number 12 machine. He's got to be looking for a good finish here. Just trying to get that monkey off his back, per se. He's been having a bit of a rough go over here lately. Brian Terry makes a jump back to the outside, trying to get those positions back that he just lost to Tony Iverson and Doug Neal.
As we look a little further back, there's Alex Huffman. You know, he brought the field to the green, currently running in the 17th position. Now, there you see Justin Winters right ahead of him. Bryce Hunter currently running in 19th. Nate Bauer directly in front of him in the 18th position. There's Radburn Shutters currently running 23rd after hitting the outside wall, saving it. They're in the first stage there. And I believe, BJ, he is 1 lap down. He's going to try the hard way to get his lap back.
Right at the moment, yes, I am showing him 1 lap down. Adam Lancaster, here's the funny thing about it. Adam Lancaster, directly to his outside right now, is sitting 2 laps down. And the further forward these drivers can get, the better chances they'll have of getting their lap back. If caution comes out, they'll receive a lucky dog. If the cars in front of them pit, if the lead lap cars in front of them pit, they can receive the waiver round. So it's a very good thing to try to push your way forward, especially at super speedways. If you can keep the momentum, you can keep up the speed and work your way forward as much as you can. It's definitely something that you want to do. You know, you don't see that as much on shorter tracks, things like that. Drivers usually just giving way to lead lap cars and getting out of the way, letting them go. Here on the super speedways, they're not really hindering anybody's race to be in this pack right now and be pushing, trying to get forward. So why not do it? Why not do everything you can to get your lap back, to get your positions back? Granted, if he gets up in front of Doug Neal, yes, he'll have his lap back. However, there's no chance of him just running away from everybody and running around this field due to the draft.
Definitely. As you look right there, the pack, it's very tight and close there. But the 77 of Doug Neal continues to lead here at Daytona on lap number 48. Tony Iverson getting the push on the inside there. Brian Terry battling back, get pushed by, I believe that's the 12 of Robbie Richards. BJ Richards in that fourth spot, up 18 positions. Brian Terry up 21. Doug Neal, he's up 18. There's Tony Iverson. After going to the rear, when he's gotten the back of the sixth of Brad Deere, bring out that caution. The only caution during stage number 1. Both those drivers back up front there. There is Darius Boyd in the 10 machine. He's riding solo, it looks like. He's playing it safe, trying to save that car. There's Jeremiah Hobbs in 20th. There's Bryce Hunter and Nate Maurer. Alex Huffman right there in the 4 machine. Directly in front of him is the 7 of Justin Winters, Travis 20, currently running in 15th. There is the 02 of Frankie Barroso there. 48 Nate Maurer currently at 13th. And in the field, 2 by 2. As we're on lap number 50, BJ, 35 laps to go here at Daytona for the Bluegrass Xfinity Series. You're watching live on Ultimate Dirt TV.
That's right, just 35 laps to go, and we crossed the stripe 2 by 2 on back through right about the top 14 positions. And that's something you commonly see on the super speedway side-by-side racing, pack racing. Something that I love to see. It's one of the reasons that I like super speedways so much. One of the things that I never did care much for in the super speedways is you be riding along and thinking, man, I'm doing good. I'm close to the front of pack. And then you look down at your relative when you're sitting in that car and realize, oh, I'm in 14th. You're 7 rows from the front. You're looking at the leader when you go around the turn thinking, I'm close to the front, but you're 7 rows back. You're sitting in 14th. It's like, oh, boy.
Akamai Proctor there in the 99, directly behind Keith Hackney. Hackney currently running in the 8th position, up 12 spots at the start of the race. He's giving Bobby Hall Jr. a push, or not push, but directly behind him. Kind of helping him out right now. You know, Bobby Hall got to be wondering, is he going to have another tombstone with his name on it? You know, I mean, times are tough. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, boy.
Watch the Truck Series. Hackney had a paint scheme that had tombstones, and that 94 of Hall was on one of them. Travis Twin was on another. You know, all 3 of them are there tonight. So you never know. Coming to the end of the race, BJ, there might be some excitement here in the Xfinity Series as Hackney, he's going to race tomorrow night in the Cup Series too.
Oh, boy. He's got a good run going for him this time, though. We'll see if it can continue on. Bryce Hunter at his back bumper now. He's currently the 6th car in line on the outside. He's really got to suck it up to them, though. If he's going to get moving, right now he's just hanging back, got himself a big gap between them. Ooh, and he looks to move to the inside. That could have been very sketchy for him. Hackney also goes to the bottom side. Good run going for Akamai here tonight as well.
Well, you know, talk about manufacturers, BJ, and tell us about when you're drafted. Do you want to draft Ford with Ford versus Ford and Chevy, or do you want to draft Chevy? I mean, does it matter in these cars?
You know, and personally, I think in real life it does make a little bit of a difference because there are slight differences to each one of them. I feel like it does make a little bit of a difference in real life racing. However, here on iRacing, does not matter. You got to remember, we are on a sim. This is not real life racing. They scanned one car for the aero package. They got the idea that they wanted for the aero package, and they gave it to all of the cars. The dimensions here on iRacing for each car are essentially the same being on the sim. They just look different. So, no, here on iRacing, I would not. But thinking real world, thinking real science, thinking, you know, the numbers behind it, I would say yes in the real world, but here on iRacing, I don't see a difference.
Well, the reason why I'm asking, because there's only 3 Toyotas here tonight, and that's Robbie Richards, Keith Hackney, and Alex Huffman, all in a Toyota tonight.
Yeah, Toyotas aren't really a very common car on iRacing for some reason, but I love them.
There's only 4 Fords in the field tonight. Everybody else is running a Chevy.
Well, at least everybody's smart enough to stay out of the Fords. No offense to those of y'all in Fords. Sorry, Scott.
Scott Fritz in that Ford 0-1 there. But look at 33 of Silvers there getting pushed by the 44. His teammate Radburn Shutters trying to get the outside to go. And there's Brad Neer to 6. The 13 of Brian Terry. That's your outside row. Doug Neal, still your race leader into 77. Getting pushed by the 72 of Iverson. Then you have Akamai Proctor there in the 99, currently running in that 5th position. Then you have 22 of Tyler Evans, Keith Hackney. That's all your inside row. And look at James Silvers. He tucks down to the bottom lane. That's going to lead the 48-4 Al Hagen. It's now the 44 as he's a lap down. That's Radburn Shutters getting pushed by the 6 of Brad Neer as they come out turn number 2 down the bank straightaway. As we're on lap number 56 of 85 here at Daytona. A lot of races still left. A lot of action to happen. As now you look at the 6 of Brad Neer. He's left hanging out on the outside all by his lonesome.
Everybody's starting to move to that bottom side. I think pit stop's got to be coming. With everybody moving down, it has to be coming. It's got to be starting here soon. It's the biggest reason to see everybody move back into line. Looks like everybody spread out, gave each other room to get to the bottom. Nice, respectable driving out of everybody there. So I would expect pit stops to be within the next lap 2 at the most to see these drivers diving down onto the apron coming out of turn number 4.
Well, I can tell you this, last night, I was up to, what was it, the 3rd row or 2nd row on the outside, and I looked down, I'm like, crap, they're calling out pit stops, I gotta get down.
Yep, and that's a very common thing. Pit stops are being called out, though. I expect to see drivers diving down. Here they come now, the 77 of Doug Neal leading the charge down towards pit road. Tony Iverson, a little bit squirrely there, just barely making it in. Akamai Proctor, 4th one in. Radburn Shutters. They're going to relinquish the lead over to Brad Neer, though, in the 6th machine. He's going to take the lead and lead this next lap. I expect to see those drivers heading down pit road this time. So bit surprised, though, to see James Silvers not come down to pit road with his teammate of Radburn Shutters, though.
Definitely. Right now, Tony Iverson, Doug Neal, Brian Terry, Akamai Proctor, Michael Robertson, Jeremiah Hobbs, then you got Darius Boyd, and Radburn Shutters all making a pit stop. As you see the 6, your race leader, that is Brad Neer. There's Silvers in 2nd there, coming down pit road. Ooh, they're coming in hot. Look at the 6. Oh, we got 1 spin, 2 spin, hanging around. Oh, you got to know he's probably really upset. Heavy front end damage to that 69 machine.
Several cars caught up into that. All I can say is I am glad I'm not the admin in this one. Several drivers caught up in that one. They're getting spun around, everything else. Nate Meyer, Bryce Hunter, the only 2 drivers yet to pit.
And we're going to rewind it just a tad bit and see what happened. As we're still racing under green flag conditions here at Daytona.
Watch the 22 of Tyler Evans and the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. It looks to me like Hall Jr. just came in too hot, didn't get slowed down in time, and got into Evans.
But look at this. So you're going to see that. But look at Brad Neer. There's Neer coming in down pit road. He's coming in hot and heavy. Look at this, BJ. You got to wonder if that 22 didn't have his eyes set on the 6. As you see now, he's sliding off into the grass. Silvers is on the brake. You got to wonder if that's what happened there.
Very, very good chance of it. Brad Neer coming in that quick. Had to have picked up a black flag from that, just sliding through. Ended up going right by the entrance. Made it in safely. However, he slid out and then slid back in. So it's got me wondering, is it even possible for him to have not gotten a black flag on that?
Definitely. Look right now. Your race leader's Nate Maurer way out in front here. There's Tony Iverson, that second spot, going to take over the lead. Maurer going to be left hanging on the outside as he falls back in a hurry. Tony Iverson, your new race leader, getting pushed by the 77 of Doug Neal. There's Fritz in third. You got 10 of Darius Boyd a lap down. And on the outside line, you see the 44 Ratbird Shutters. He's a lap down, getting pushed by the 12 of Robbie Richards. And to this inside is Mo Abbott. 25 laps to go here at Daytona, BJ. And it's going to get interesting because I believe we still have one more pit stop.
I'm actually going to disagree with you on that one. It looks to me as though they split it. If you look at the pit length stint, there you see it. So the first one,
look at it. Yeah, 22. They went 20 laps. BJ, they got 25 to go. Do you think they can save it, especially if they have a green, white, checkered?
Yours is showing different than mine. I've got 36 laps on the first stint, 20 laps on the second stint.
Are you using pit strategy?
Yeah, I got pit strategy, stint length. Mine shows 36 on the first stint, so I'm a little confused by that. But if 36 is correct, that tells me that they're working towards just basically splitting this stage. You got some drivers 22, some drivers 21. We're sitting right now with 24 laps to go. If 36 is correct, they can make it to the end.
Well, let me say this. The trucks went round about anywhere from 15 to 18 laps on a tank of fuel.
And historically this season, the Xfinity series has been right about the same. So I'd say right about 20 to 25 laps. Just a little bit further than the trucks, I would say. So, yeah, I'd say we're looking towards one more at that point. I'm not sure why mine shows this.
I don't know. It's all right. As we're back on board with Bryce Hunter, look out, looking kind of easy there. As Nate Bauer's directly ahead of him in that 971. There are actually our drivers tonight. Did a great job. They're in 10th and 11th position.
Oh, I know why. I know why mine shows wrong. Yours is right. Mine shows wrong because I had to reload mine.
Ah, there's Nate Bauer. Now we're on board with Nate Bauer. Looking at his. Want to thank them for volunteering. That car just driving smooth and easy tonight. Expand to take a wheel.
I wish I'd have had this little thingy yesterday. I'm a little jealous. I had to be the guinea pig without a fancy overlay for it.
Right, that's all right. But the thing about it is we have it now. That's all that matters, right?
That's right. And it looks good, too.
Tony Iverson, your race leader. Doug Neal in his hip pocket. Doug Neal looking a little squirmy. So does the 0-1 a little bit. You got to wonder, is that because of Darius Boyd in the 10, the lap car? To the outside, you see the 44 Ratbird Shutters. 21 laps to go here at Daytona. We haven't had the big one. Will we have it tonight?
Shh. We'll try not to tonight.
Last night, I think every car except for like a couple was in the last wreck.
I'm pretty sure 5 cars made it through, and the last of the 5 cars that made it through was a 96K.
Well, thank Keith Hackney and his team, his painters, for coming up with a paint scheme for me. Allowing Keith allowing me to claim him as a teammate for last night. Would appreciate for that. Thank you, Tasha. It was Tasha on the tail tank of that truck there. Gonna keep that paint for a while, BJ.
Yeah, I think I would too. It seemed to work for you.
That's right. Tasha was my good luck charm. Rewind right there. The 13 of Brian Terry on the outside, to the 4 of Ratbird Shutters. And Bo Abbott to the inside to go into the turn there. Still 3 wide. Now you see the 13. He'll fall in line behind the 44 of Ratbird. Brian Terry currently running at a 6th spot now. coming down to dry oval to the flag stand. 19 laps to go here at Daytona. As we look at the pit strategy, they've been 8 and 9 laps since they last pitted, BJ, so you gotta wonder, will they have to make a pit stop with 2 to go, or they're going to be able to stretch it out?
You know, I think everybody from Doug Neal back, Darius Boyd, all those drivers behind Tony Iverson, I think they'll be in good shape to continue on and not have to pit again. But Tony Iverson leading the way, he's not really going to have much of a chance to pit. He's got to be full throttle the whole time. Everybody else, they're off the gas quite a bit, able to maintain and save their fuel just a little bit better. They're going to be in good shape. So to be in the front right now is not something you really want to be at this point, knowing that you're going to be that close on fuel. If they're unable to make it, I look forward to seeing them pit here within the next 5 laps or so to give them plenty of time to get back on track, get up to speed, get rolling, to try to catch back up, get their positions back. So it's a bit of a, you got to think there's got to be a bit of a strategy play going on with it, trying to figure out what is the best way to go about it. Pit stops actually being called out now by the sounds of it. Yes, pit stops are being called out by the drivers to get down pit road and get their pit stops now so they can get rolling.
All right, that's coming down pit road. Scott Fritz bringing the field down pit road. You have the 48 Bo Abbott, Brandon Robertson, Justin Winters, and Alex Huffman making the final stops tonight. As your race leader, still the 72 of Tony Iverson. There's Doug Deal still in second. Pair lap cars side by side in that 3rd and 4th spot on the track, and in 4th or 3rd spot is the 13 of Brian Terry, as now he's looking to the inside of the 44. Redbird Shutters takes over that 4th spot, but in the 3rd position. Redbird Shutters in his hip pocket there in the 12 machine. As the drivers that just made their pit stops are coming on to off of pit road, gotta wonder when this lead pack is going to make their pit stop. Bryce Hunter.
Best case scenario for Tony Iverson would be to have a caution. The same would go for Darius Boyd and Radburn Shutters. If they could have a caution, allow them to get back on the lead lap. But Tony Iverson, if he could get a caution, he could make the end of the race at this point. He'd be able to save the fuel there under caution, clutching, shutting the car off. He'd be good to go. So that'd be best case scenario for these front drivers that have yet to pit.
Here's Nate Maurer on the roof cam there. You see the 12 of Robbie Richards in 4th. So Nate Maurer's in that 5th position. Bryce Hunter in 6th. Look at him close up right there. Here's Bryce Hunter directly behind Nate Maurer.
Iverson's paint always makes me think that he's got damage. The way that his stars kind of wrap up around the to the hood right there, just a little bit, and it's got the white that goes around. I always have to take a second look. I think he's got damage every time I look at his car.
There is Tony Iverson. Your race leader. Oh, the 77 Doug Deal to the outside, BJ. Battle for the race lead. He's getting pushed by Darius Boyd. Give it to the 77 of Doug Deal. Taking over that race lead with 14 laps to go. Brian Terry looking to see which line he's going to take as they go down the back straightaway. We know these drivers have to make one more pit stop. Are they going to try to stretch it? Will they pit pretty soon? Because you don't want to be in a box, BJ, where it hurts you at the end.
No, you definitely do not. I think drivers in best position right now would be Brian Terry, Robbie Richards, and Nate Maurer. Those drivers are going to be in the absolute best position they can suck up to the back bumper of the cars in front of them and continue on, save quite a bit of fuel by doing so. If they get locked in, start doing a little bit of bump draft, start pushing the car in front of them more, they'll be set to go to the end of the race just off of that alone. So they're in really good position right now to not have to pit. Now, for the rest of the drivers that do have to pit, such as Tony Iverson, Brian Terry now takes over the race lead. But for drivers like Tony Iverson, who's been leading that entire time, he's going to have a really tough time to make it to the end of the race.
Well, you look right there. There is the drivers that went down pit road, made that pit stop a couple laps ago. Currently, it's Scott Fritz leading that pack there. Currently running at 14th. Mo Abbott behind him. You got Brandon Robertson, Alex Huffman, and Justin Witters. That is for 14th through 18th position. Meanwhile, back up front, the 72 of Iverson is your race leader. The 77 Doug Deal in the hip pocket there. The lap car of Darius Boyd in that third spot. But Brian Terry on the outside, currently in 4th position as he's battling with Robbie Richards to his inside. Nate Bauer and Bryce Hunter. Got to give it those two drivers. Putting on a good showing with 12 laps to go.
That's right. You know, one thing, I talked about it earlier with the side draft. You saw the effects of it right there. Brian Terry sucks right down to the side of Robbie Richards. That pulled Robbie Richards back, and Brian Terry was able to run.
Wow, BJ. BJ, the race leader comes down pit road all by himself.
He's going to have no drafting partners now, except for these cars coming down further back. But he's going to have a lot quicker pit time, as he was able to get down pit road much sooner than what those guys did. So that's really going to hurt him. 971 Nate Maurer calls out a pit stop for this time. 10 car calling it his out as well. 13 of Brian Terry calls his. Bryce Hunter. All of these drivers now looking to come down pit road this time.
We watch on board with the 971 making his pit stop right there. Oh, he's going to pass Brian Terry there. Heavy on the brakes.
Be interested to see his speed coming down. Holy cow, Nate. That was sketchy. He's got a lot more confidence than I do.
I promise I won't forget to take off the the live look in this time. He's making his way back out. Gotta get used to changing that. Not used to it. Left there, looked. I'm like, oh crap, it's still on the live look in. But Frankie Barroso, all by his lonesome, your race leader. Look at Scott Fritz now takes over the race lead. Mo Abbott in second. Or third, I'm sorry. Brandon Robertson in 4th. Alex Huffman in 5th. And there comes the other group of drivers coming out of pit road, BJ. As they are coming to 9 to go here at Daytona. Those top 5, actually top 6, BJ, you got to wonder, was that the winning move?
It's definitely a very good question. However, one driver to still keep in mind, looking at whether or not it was a winning move, Frankie Barroso is all by himself right now out in the lead. He's got nobody with him. He's hung out to dry, and he's got a bit of a parachute on the front of that car. That damage is there on the front. His best bet right now would be to catch the back of a lap car and try to get as much speed out of it as he possibly can, because these 5 cars you see right here on screen are coming very, very quickly.
Definitely. And then you look, there's the other pack there that came down pit road. That's Robbie Richards leading that pack. Nate Maurer, Doug Deal, Bryce Hunter, and Darius Boyd. That's for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th on the board. And then you saw Tony Iverson. He made a pit stop all by his lonesome. He caught up with the pack there, and he's currently running at 13th. Frankie Barroso coming down pit road for his final stop tonight. That's going to relinquish the lead to Scott Fritz. Fritz in the 0-1, Abbott in 2nd. There's Brandon Robertson in 3rd. The 7 of Justin Witters and Alex Huffman in that 5th position. And BJ, you gotta wonder, 8 laps to go, can this pack catch up with the front pack?
It's a very good question. At this point in time, it's a battle of who can keep their line the straightest and the tightest. And there's a little bit of a strategy that I've seen quite a bit that the second pack could run, and it is called the qualifying lap strategy. See, when you run a qualifying lap here, you see on the racing line, they're going to have to try everything they can to hug that yellow line, make the track as short as possible. But on a qualifying lap, you come up off of it just a little bit. Right there, you see it. Robbie Richards come up just about a half car length to it, or width to a full car width off of the yellow line when it came out of the tri-oval. That allows you to maintain your momentum. You're not trapping the car down. You're not pulling it against your momentum. If you allow the car to drift up, keep your momentum, keep your speed, get moving, and everybody behind him follows him nice and tight. He has a really good opportunity to catch these guys up in the front, unless these guys up in front happen to do the same.
Well, the 33 James Silvers made a pit stop there. He was by his lonesome. Abbott with 6 laps to go. Scott Fritzer race leader Mo Abbott and Brandon Robertson. There's just the winners in the 4th position. Alex Huffman in 5th. There's your second pack there. There's your second pack led by Robbie Richards. There is the front pack. So BJ, they are gated on the front pack, but do they have enough time?
That is an excellent question. They are gaining little by little. So if we take a look at the time, Robbie Richards. Ooh,
oh, we got one upside down.
Well, I guess that's our answer. Robbie Richards is flipping, and the monkey continues to remain on his back. And for the second time this week, we're going to have green-white checkered.
Oh, Nate Maurer involved?
Ooh. See if we can go back just a little bit further and see what happened to Nate Maurer to send him up.
So there they are. They're running.
Ooh, Richards caught the apron and got himself loose.
Bryce Hunter with some damage on this car, looks like.
Hard hit for the driver of the 12.
Look at there, the 12.
Robbie Richards does in fact claim the caution. But he just happened to clip that apron just a little bit. You see him down there, that left side, right in between those two lines, is where the banking really changes. You see his left front pick up there from the onboard. He's tracking just a little bit sideways, which slowed him down. Nate Maurer had to make a defensive move and shoot up the track, and when he did, he got loose, came down, caught Robbie Richards, and sent Richards for a wild ride. Unfortunate turn of events. Robbie Richards, the monkey, seems to continue to remain on his back as we close out the regular season this week. I'm at the point I'm feeling kind of bad for Robbie Richards now. Seems like every time he seems to have something going his way, something goes the opposite for him right near the end of the race.
As we look at Bryce Hunter there. Gets a tad bit of damage on that car. Now to Nate Maurer, currently running a 6 with damage, BJ. Do you come down the pit and try to correct it, or do you stay out?
At this point in time, track position is going to be everything. I think I would stay out. As it stands right now, we have 18 cars on the lead lap. I think your best bet right now is to stay where you are. Going to be a green-white checkered at 18 cars. It's a lot of cars to try to pass if you come down pit road. Take your damages, you suck it up, you keep driving, and got very minimal damages on that car, so I think he's going to be okay. Yeah, I think he's going to be all right.
A little bit of damage on the rear. Other than that, yeah, he's going to be fine.
Yeah. Doesn't have a parachute on the front end. That's the biggest thing. You get a little bit of a crinkle in the front that acts like a parachute, and holy cow.
Well, that's not good. Control Z. There we go. That camera went out. I guess it wasn't made to go that far.
No, I do not believe that it was.
The lights are out. Green, white, checkered here at Daytona. They'll take the green with 2 laps to go.
The race will not finish in overtime. This will be a natural green-white checkers. When we take the green, it will be lap number 84, lap number 85, and then the finish. So we will have a natural green-white checkered. That's good.
There's Barney holding that green flag. It's on Scott Fritz to bring the field to the green. Scott Fritz is heavy on the loud pedal. The 0-1 machine on the outside. Look at Bo Abbott to the inside there. In the 48, being pushed by 2 of Brandon Robertson. Justin Winters in that 3rd spot there, up on the outside with his friend Alex up into the hip pocket there. There's Nate Maurer hanging in there in that 5th position. Or actually 6th now. As they come down the back straightaway. Oh, Tony Iverson had to put way out there on the inside.
Good heads up driving by everybody there to...
Oh, Bryce Hunter.
Oh. And down goes another one. And now we have a green-white checkered.
Tough luck for Tony Iverson. And that all started.
Ooh.
Checkup started way before the 9. But Bryce Hunter was heavy on the brakes there.
Yes, he was. So it looks like the 72, trying to avoid the checkup, moves up, catches the nose of the 69.
You look ahead, the 88 came down a little bit. Bryce got heavy on the binder, 77.
Poor Hackney, he just got that front bumper duct taped onto that car and got it ripped right back off. The duct tape did not last.
So let's look a little further ahead. You see the 88 there.
Looks like Scott Fritz changes lanes.
So there's the 88 on the back of the 4 right there. Or I'm sorry, behind the 13. He comes down, barely makes contact. You see that with BJ? Or takes the wind off the 88, looks underneath the 13, comes down, makes contact with Bryce Hunter. Hunter hits the apron there. It's a little squirrely. Pushes back up. The 77 gets in the back of him. The 72 gets in the back of the 77. And this is accordion effect from there on.
Yes, it is. The 88 of Michael Robinson. Looks like he started to take a peek to the inside of Brian Terry and just caused the checkup, contact, everything else just downhill from there.
But on this restart, Justin Winters will lead the field back to the green on this green-white checkered.
All right, go Justin.
Winters, Fritz, Huffman, Abbott, and Maurer, your top 5. Tough luck for the 9 of Bryce Hunter.
Will Scott Fritz go bridesmaid again?
Or will the 4 win?
Good question.
No, I picked
I look forward to,
a couple of times in the Cup Series.
I look forward to seeing the 48 of Mo Abbott pull this one off.
What happens if Nate Maurer wins?
Well, then he wins. Well, duh. Let's see. Points. Nate Maurer. Currently, going into tonight, Nate Maurer sitting in... Looks like he's outside. He's outside of the top 16. So, with that being said, if Nate Maurer could win and get locked into the playoffs, that would be huge.
Definitely. The lights go out on the pace car. We're going back to green next time by.
Oh, nope, he's in ninth. I take that back. I finally found him. I couldn't find him in the standings, but he is in ninth. He is in.
Green, white checker, the first attempt. The other one was a regular restart. Justin White trying to pick up his first win of the season in that 7 machine. Here at Daytona. 3 laps to go. 2 laps where we take the green. Pace car. Out of turn number 4. We'll make that left-hand turn to give the field to Justin Winters. Scott Fritz will restart outside. Row number 2 will be Alex Huffman. And the 48 of Bo Abbott. Row number 3 will be Nate Maurer and Brandon Robertson. Row number 4 will be Brian Terry and Michael Robinson.
Final lap of this race will be 89. Pace car is off. Justin Winters, Scott Fritz side by side. Winters brings us back to the green. Good start by Winters. Almost looks as though there's a little bit of a tire spin from Scott Fritz right there, but he's able to stick right there with him side by side for that second position with Alex Huffman on his inside. Mo Abbott pushing him forward. Nate Maurer's third car on the inside. He's got a good charge going, trying to stick right to the back bumper of Alex Huffman as they come down the back straightaway.
As you look on board, there is Nate Maurer pushing the 7. Maurer. Actually, I got totally confused. There's Nate Maurer. Right there as they're fixing to come to the white flag as they come out of turn number 4. The outside line is starting to line up to form. Huffman and Winters might be in trouble as we're coming to 1 to go. Fritz leads at line on the outside. The final lap going into turn number 1. The 4 of Huffman pushing Winters, giving it all he could got. The outside line, they're stacked right now. Oh, yes. Look at the 6 BJ gets out of line there. 3 wide for 4th.
Hey, it's the last lap. You got to do whatever you can. We saw this last night in the trucks. We went 3 wide, nearly 4 wide right there. Scott Fritz has position. Contact, more contact. Oh, and around goes Brad Neer. Michael Robinson, James Silver, several drivers involved in this one. Scott Fritz is going to come home Tonight with the race win, Mo Abbott in second, Justin Winters third, Michael Robertson fourth, and Alex Huffman in fifth. Calamity coming out of turn 4 for the second night in a row here for the Bluegrass.
Definitely, that was exciting. Coming to the checkered. There you see the Calamity happening right there in front of us. And it starts to leave a little further back than that. You see the 6. He is right up against that wall there. Coming down the track. Look at Nate Maurer there trying to save it. He saves it. And then it gets loose again. Look at Silver's there to 33. Shoots way down the track.
Tough. First contact started with Justin Winters. Her number 3.
Let's see here. Justin Winters will come home in third, but we're going to wind it back just a tad bit and see exactly what happened here. As you go, see him right there. Winters on the bottom pushes up a tad bit there. The 4 gets in the back of him. Winters saves it, but there goes the rest of them.
Well,
how about Brian Terry getting around all that?
A good job by Brian Terry. Came home in 9th. Just absolute calamity. Bring it to the checkered.
All right, your Bluegrass Xfinity Series finishing results: Scott Fritz, Mo Abbott, Justin Winters. 4th be Michael Robinson, Alex Huffman coming in 5th. Keith Hackney coming home in the 6th position. Ratburn Shutters in 7th. Nate Maurer will bring home in 8th. 9th will be Brian Terry. 10th will be Doug Neal. Frankie Barroso will come home in 11th. Travis Twitty at 13th. Bryce Hunter, after some damage, coming home in 13th. James Silvers in 14th. 15th tonight will be Brandon Robertson.
You got Jeremiah Hobbs coming home with 16th. Brad Near 17th. Tony Iverson 18th. Tyler Evans, Darius Boyd rounding out the top 20. Bobby Hall Jr. 21st. Adam Lancaster 22nd. Robbie Richards 23rd. Ackerman Proctor 24th. And Dustin Slider will round out our 25 car field here tonight.
Ooh, what a race at the end. I mean, that's what you saved your lunch money for, that's for sure. And if you didn't, if you did save your lunch money for it, I don't know what you're saving it for, that's for sure.
Right. And I do believe that with that, Scott Fritz, I'm not 100%, but I do believe Scott Fritz would come home with regular season points.
Yes, he does, I think. Let's see here.
I do not see.
We're going to have a talk with your 3rd place finisher tonight. Justin Winters, congratulations on the 3rd place finish. Walk us through that final turn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Looks like Mo was trying to follow Fritz, which is his teammate, and came down a little bit too far, but we were able to keep it straight.
Definitely straight. You come home with a top 3 finish tonight, finishing out the regular season. What does this do for you going into the playoffs?
I would say the last 3 or 4 races, I've been gaining momentum slowly but surely, and I mean, who knows? There might be someone to reckon with in the playoffs. I know my teammate Adam's been fast all year, so maybe we can have something for these guys.
Definitely. So tonight you led some laps. Do you like Daytona? You hate Daytona? Tell us about it.
It's Daytona. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I've learned I'm pretty decent at this kind of racing, so I guess I like it a little bit.
Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Go ahead and thank those sponsors.
All right, I'd like to thank Huffman Designs, Alex, for helping me tonight, pushing me to third place, and all his paints that he does for me, they're fire. I'd like to thank Kinder Performance, John, if you're watching, man, keep rolling them carts. Old School Diecast, make sure you visit her. She has the best diecast in Evansville, Indiana. And Invested Brand, Jermaine Teamer, keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're making a difference.
All right, that's Justin Witters coming home in third place tonight. And let's see, you know what? I guess the others don't want to interview, huh?
I guess.
I mean, we could interview Justin for second and first. I mean, he could give their interviews for him.
Yeah, well.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin. Good luck. Next week, the Bluegrass is off. Y'all come back the week after. So I bet you and your team's going to practice and try to get that a going.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Well, coming home in second, we almost had to let Scott Fritz do Mo Abbott's interview. Mo, congratulations on your second place finish.
I appreciate it, guys. That was a lot of one there last lap.
Definitely last lap. Walk us through the final turn.
Oh man, this is Daytona, so anything could happen coming out of 4. And yeah, we were side by side there with Justin and Alex and Scott and I, and we had our other teammate Brandon right behind us. And I don't know, I think the 7 and I made a little bit of contact, and that kind of got some cars to spin around and slingshotted us to the front. So nothing intentional, I don't think, on either end. And it's a good last race of the regular season heading into the playoffs.
Definitely it is. So talk about it. Momentum going into the playoffs. What is your eye set on now? What is your goals going into the playoffs?
A lot of it's going to be strategy. I mean, even tonight, I'm kind of jump the gun here and say a few thank yous, from the end of this interview. But, my teammate Scott Fritz and Brandon Robertson, we had our Cup teammate Frankie Barroso with us running tonight. And I think a lot of it's going to come down to strategy, working together, and just kind of chipping away at the playoffs, 2 races at a time.
Definitely. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it all possible for you.
Yeah, I mean, it all just comes down to this league. Jason does a great job. Family Emergency going to be here with us tonight. His backup admins, did a great job kind of stepping in. And then besides that, again, just want to thank my teammates. We always kind of game plan and run the same strategy, try to do that every week. And tonight it definitely worked out for us. Obviously, we had a little bit of luck on our side, like you need to have when you run at Daytona. But yeah, we're very excited for this momentum and looking forward to next week.
All right, coming up in second, it's Mo Abbott.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, BJ, I believe you caught up with our race winner.
That's right. I've caught up with the driver of the 01, Scott Fritz, bringing it home with the race win tonight here at Daytona. Strong run all night for that 01 machine. Finally bringing home not a bridesmaid spot this time, but finally bringing home a win.
Yeah, it feels good. Tried to get as many points as I could tonight. Still had a shot at the regular season championship, and even with missing 2 races, and we won the stage. That was 10 points, and then won the race, and I think we may have got Brandon there for the regular season championship. So, but 1-2 finish for Bluegrass Reapers, and good run for Justin too. I know him and Huffman were really working with us there most of the race too, so that was good. But didn't think I was going to race tonight. My internet came back. It's been out all afternoon, and it came back about 2 minutes before qualifying.
Well, that's kind of funny. You say that. Mine goes out. They're working on Xfinity's working on the internet right when practice ends, and it goes in and out for the first segment, and then it came back on to go and find the rest of the race. So I feel you.
Yeah, Breeze Line. They posted a picture of it. I guess there was a truck accident, and it took out their fiber wire. And this makes no sense to me how one fiber wire knocks out every single one of their customers' internet. But everyone in Southern Maryland, Delaware, Western Virginia, Southern Pennsylvania, and some parts of West Virginia didn't have internet for the last 7-8 hours.
It ain't
Well, that means I
Xfinity,
got
is
very
it?
lucky.
It's not
No, it's a Breeze line,
Oh, okay.
formerly. Yeah.
So I have
Oh,
Xfinity, so.
Same. I was gonna say, it sounds like I got very lucky, but if it wasn't Xfinity, that's why I got so lucky.
Yeah, but it makes no sense to me how One Wire controls every one of their customers' internet. But thanks to them for getting it fixed, and we were able to race tonight.
He came home with the race win. I'm almost positive you came home with the regular season championship. I was sitting there looking at it while we were waiting for the interviews. I'm almost positive that you did. Going into tonight, you sat 19 points out of the lead, and you definitely gained more than that tonight. So I'm almost positive that you have. So congratulations on both of those. Tell us, you guys you did a little bit. Tell us a little bit more about your season.
Yeah, it's been a great season, really. I mean, we started off the year with multiple second place finishes, and then even ran well on the road courses, which, if everyone in Bluegrass knows that I hate road course racing. So, but it's been really good, and then we really turned it up here the last few weeks with finally getting a win at Nashville, and then winning again here. Always seem to be really well at these plate races. So now we go into the playoffs, and we still have tomorrow night in Cup, and we're solidly in the playoffs in that. Just trying to get some more playoff points and stuff, and into the playoffs with both series.
Well, did you watch the last night's truck race?
Yes, I did watch a little bit of it.
A little bit. Did you watch the end?
Yes, that's the little bit that I watched.
Oh, what happened? Tell me what happened. Who came
All I
home
know
fifth?
is
Who came home fifth?
I couldn't tell you that, but I
You
know who
couldn't
won.
tell-
And I saw the
what?
chaos at the end.
You can't say I came home in fifth. You didn't watch?
I don't remember none of those guys.
It's me. You're supposed to know it's me.
Oh,
We're done. We're done with this. You just stole my thunder and like broke it in half. I mean,
Well,
thanks a lot.
well, congratulations.
well, at any rate, go ahead and thank your sponsor. Shout out to everybody who made it possible for the season race.
Yeah, I gotta thank NLRA, T-Brain Motorsports, Mid-South Mafia, Majulse Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Busy Corner Buggies, Butt Kicker, Rat ATV, UTV, 605 Racing Power Solutions, and then obviously my girlfriend at work and my mom and dad watching, and Jason Bluegrass. I know Jason had an emergency, he had to run too, so hope everything turns out good with him, and then obviously you guys in the booth as always.
All right, come home with the win, Scott Fritz. Well, BJ, that's going to conclude our broadcast tonight here with Ultimate Dirt TV. Tomorrow night is the Cup Series in their regular season championship there. It's going to be exciting, hopefully for another strong group of drivers there. What do you expect tomorrow night, BJ?
A last lap wreck. Turn 4.
Turn 4. That's where it's happened the last 2 nights. Will the Cup Series end that streak tomorrow night here at Daytona? Only time can tell. You can tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, live on Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve Miller along with BJ Duvall. We're going to sign off, say good night, God bless. Thank you for tuning in. Good night, everyone.